Okay, there we go. You might notice a few changes with the character, considering the fact I'm only just exploring this cave again. I restarted. I didn't feel good dying. I wanted to really give the character a proper attempt for hardcore. So I took the time to delete the character, restart from the beginning, and get up to here with no deaths again. And that felt a lot better to pull that off. A bit less embarrassing. I think we're around the same level of when I left off last time. Approximately the same around here. I think I've leveled this a little bit less. But one point here, I didn't put anything into the bolt traps this time. Nothing in Invigorate either, which is the buff that you can apply to either yourself or a pet. Sunk a few points here off the bat, one here, one there, and I've mostly just been pumping this up. I put one here just for the extra everything it gives, and we're only 11 points away, which is not much. Just about to level up too. The gear is obviously quite different. It's just health. I just dropped this, as you saw. It's quite neat. I mostly like it for the pet stats, but pretty cool. This one here is just more health. This is health, bit of resistance. Dropped one of these. They're too expensive to purchase from the shops at the moment, like 300 grand I think. But the experience is nice, and this one rode with elemental resistance too, which is pretty sweet. Bit of health here, the Seder Charm. I think I had one of these before. Rod with reduced energy cost, which is nice. Lets you spam a little bit more. Vitality resistance and a bit of pet damage. This one here, physical and pierce res. Bit of strength. It's about it really, movement speed from the charm. And I dropped this too from the spider, which is just before this cave. It's weird because I thought it was a staff, so I first went to try it, and I pulled my shield off. And when I put it on, I saw, oh, it's not covered up by the same picture. So apparently you can dual wield with a staff in this game. I did not know that. I'm not sure if it's just this staff, it might be. But when I pick up another staff that I can actually equip, I'll give it a go. Yeah, it's an interesting item. Anti-ghosts and undead. It adds a bunch of flat damage to it. It fires a little projectile like this. Looks pretty good. Particularly helpful for this character because a portion of my damage is poison, so adds up. I've also got this too, which I've been using, which is pretty crazy. 10% health, poison damage. Massive less damage from Beastman. Pretty cool. It's debatably better than this one. I was just using this for the ranged attack against the Shadowmaw here, just for a little bit more safety. What else have I picked up? I found this. I think that's new. Vitality resistance, bunch of flat damage. It's interesting at least. This one here just for some more reduced damage from Beastman. It's good to keep in the inventory. I found this too, which is less damage from undead. Always good to have. Yeah, this one's okay. You could probably swap this out. I don't think I will though. I'm kind of happy with this one. The resistances are pretty nice, so I'll take that out for now. I had this one, which is some Vite resistance. If I really need it, I can swap this thing out. Just some flat health. I don't think I'll use that. I'm happy with this one for now. The life leech is cool. Pretty good. That's a lot of flat health. I'll hang on to it. I don't know if I'll ever use it. And I dropped this too, which is less damage from beasts. A few good items. Bit of a change from the last character. I've been playing a little more carefully. Put a bunch of points into health. Maybe once every level or two I've put another one in here. And I've just been splitting the points between intelligence and dexterity, as I did with the last guy. Yeah, it just didn't feel right to play it and die so many times against Shadowmaw. So I did a restart. It only took me, well, says 2 hours, but probably a bit less than that, just because of the game natural speed and very fast. I have, as I showed off before, I've tunneled my points more this time. I didn't put anything into this one. Nothing here either, nothing here. It just saves a bit, and I haven't raised these any. I just really want to get this second pet out as soon as I can. I really enjoy this weapon. The 10% health is crazy good. You never find weapons with percentage health on them this early in the game. In fact, the only one I can really think of wouldn't even get until Hades. That's the Cerberus Bone, which gives 15% health. And that's a blue item too, so to see this on a yellow, that's very rare. It feels good to be doing this in hardcore again, to be actually trying. Now that I understand the kind of difficulty I'm playing with here. I'm not going to go as insane as I did in the full cursed playthrough, but I will be sinking some points into health for sure. Putting a lot more points into this bar early on has really helped too, with the general survivability. Go. So we're 3 levels off from this, and I think once I hit level 15, which is 2 levels away, I'll probably just take some points out of this guy, just a few, drop them down to 3 maybe, get this other pet going. As you can see, I've cleared up to here once or twice. I did a few runs of the spider back here. Not many, no, just 3 or 4. Oh, I hate doing that. God damn it. I will hang on to this because that's a lot of resistance. I don't really need these potions, I mean, I'm never drinking them, but still. Total speed's pretty cool. Oh, that's nice too. I will grab that. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I think I'll give it a miss. I'm sure I'll pick up something just as good soon enough. Holy crap, that's really good. Casting speed, recharge, health. Even the armor absorption's good. I'm using that for sure. Oh, and I think the skins were already working. The ones that you can purchase from the shops. Because I don't think this is a standard skin. It also changed the look of his face a bit too. I'll keep an eye out in the shops as I go through the game and take a look at the differences. I also think there are some special skins that you can only find in this mod's version of the Secret Passage. Which I believe was that cave I've pointed out. I should also mention I played the first version of this character for about another hour and recorded that too. But the more I played it, the more I got disappointed with myself for not really trying in hardcore. So I'll probably just scrap that recording and just use this as the second episode. If anyone really wants to see it, I can upload it. Let me know. Nothing much happened, it was pretty boring to be honest. I got to Delphi and then I cleared that out and I think that was about it. Got a little bit further past the underground section there. So yeah, I've got the raw recording, and if anyone is really hungering to see that, let me know and I'll just throw it up. And this is as far as I've been. I haven't cleared any further than this with this character. And that's a little neat trick for you. Saves you having to wander through that whole cave to get back out. It's not far, but it saves you a few seconds. You just hit your reset player button and you go back to this fountain. There's quite a few opportunities in this game to do that kind of thing. You see this stat quite often, this total damage. That's very nice. It might be a little overpowered, but yeah, it's cool to see. For much of this, getting this character up to this point, the second version of him, I had this guy at level 10. Just picked up a mastery shrine. And he runs around, he's just a bit stronger, more survivability. He has more survivability. Unfortunately, I did a reset to get the recording set up, and he's back to level 6. So I'll try and keep an eye out for another shrine.
You have no more room.
This Atomic Burst is so fun. I know I've said it before, but it's so much fun to use. Ah, here you go. Look at this. This is something new. I didn't notice this the first time I came through. That's a really cool idea. So you can make the formula itself. Bat fangs, boarhide. That's cheap. Just a charm and some money. That's a really cool idea because it gives you a use for these worthless charms. Like these boarhides become useless the moment you leave, I don't know, Act 3 at most. Oh yeah. I'm not sure which one I would like to get. That wouldn't be bad, the Chaos Cube. 100 health and vitality resistance is good. And the physical res is really nice as well. And the Shroud of Eternal Night's always good. Did they change it? I think they took the vitality resistance away. Yeah, I think they have changed it. I don't think the Chaos Cube always had 100 health. I might be wrong about that, but it looks different. So I wonder how this works. Does it just function like a standard formula? Yep. Wow. That is really cool. More crafting. That's fun. Ah, here we go. I wanted to try this. No, you can't. So I guess it's something special about this stuff. And it changes, it's in the other hand too. The way he holds it like a spear. Yeah. Well, that's unique. Wasted a bit of money there, but oh well. Well, the recharge is so tempting. But I really like the health. You'll notice in this playthrough, because we're not playing with the curses, and all of my resistances aren't just shit, I tend to give more credence to things like pierce resistance and physical resistance. They make such a big difference. Like 10% here, that you're getting 10% resistance, which is good. That's really good off this, like 10%. That's a flat 10% reduction. Whereas you're playing cursed and you're at like, negative friggin' 150, 200%. You throw in 10%, that's you're really gaining an actual reduction of like 3% or even less. That's nothing. So that's a really, it shows you the difference the curses make. Completely changes the game. And I'll pick this up too. I haven't used it. We could be both hanging on to just the less damage from beasts and beastmen. You get a bit of use out of that. And pick this up too, regrowth, activated upon taking damage. Wow. I wonder what the chance of activation is. Because that could be really strong. I guess that's the earth living prefix. A prefix that gives us skill. That's quite cool. I don't think that exists in base Titan Quest. Nah, I'll sell this thing. Okay, so I think I'm going to stay here for a little while and just pick up a full bat fang. Just reset from this shrine, run in here. There's always, a dozen bats in there. I doubt it would take very long. I'll just go back and check the stash to make sure I don't have any. I don't think so. No, none yet. I found these though. That's pretty sweet. 3 of them already. I don't think they're really worth it. Retaliation and resistance is okay, but I kind of like this. One small problem, this mod has an annoying habit of crashing on restart. I guess we'll see. Probably 80% of the time it just crashes. No, you get lucky. Alright, time to get this bat fang. That's new. Life leads. So what are the base stats on this thing? I guess neither of them. Reasoning and rejuvenation, so regen and intelligence. It grants a skill, lifesteal. 7 health regen's pretty good. What will that do? 2.0. Bumps us up to 14. That's really good. Looks kind of silly. But what is this? Lifesteal. Empower your weapon with attacks. Huh. Wow, that's big. That's big damage. 24 vitality. So this doesn't... I guess this is just a standard buff. Oh. It doesn't seem to be working. Maybe this was never implemented properly in the mod. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unless it's an attack. Ah, there we go. Alright, well I'll put you on luck book. Actually, which one of these was better? Yeah, I'll go with this one. So it's kind of neat. It's a fun skill. And there's the level up. All into the bar. Yeah, I think one more level, and I'll take a couple points out of this guy. Drop these two. Pierce was strength, attack speed, pretty good. Didn't get too lucky with the bats this time, but at least we got one. They're pretty common, so it won't take very long. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. So we need 3 points to hit this. Let's go do that now. One, two, three. And here's our second pet. There we go. I assume she'll probably be a little stronger than this guy. Mostly because she's up here. It takes longer to get to. However, she only has one addition. Oh, that's empowers allies. That's pretty good. Extra health, armor. So she has a heal, it seems. There's a blessing skill. Does damage all across the board. Physical, piercing, elemental, and extra fire. Chance to dodge. Neat. Very neat. And yeah, as you can tell, she's basically one of those Valkyrie that you'd see in Ragnarok all the time. I think it was one of these. No, Dionysus. Okay. So what I've been trying to do, I realised partway through that the Bat Fang can make the formula, however, I'm going to need the rest of it too. And it just so happens that the place I'm in, as you can see, Venom Sacs and Demon's Blood. The Venom Sacs you find from the spiders. These come from the bats, obviously. And the Demon Bloods, there's demons everywhere in there. They're pretty rare, so I don't actually expect to finish this. But if I do, we'll have this whole thing finished really quickly. That'd be great to have. Unfortunately, the Dionysus wineskin, that won't be coming anytime soon. I think once we get past, just before Athens, which I think is this one, maybe this one. I think it's this one. Yeah, there's a place you can farm for the standard charms in this game. Assuming the Mudmaker didn't remove the guy. So yeah, it might take me a little while until I finish these two off. And probably this one too. I'm guessing maybe another 10-20 runs. And so far we've been pretty lucky. It hasn't crashed yet. I may have just jinxed it. No. Now I want to see how she holds up just by herself in comparison to the automaton.
Get them!
Pretty good. Considering she's only level 1, her damage was doing quite a bit. I think I saw like 130. Not bad. Oops. Most of the next level ups are going straight into her. Once she's on par with him at level 3, then I just split them evenly. Yeah, 140 damage. Pretty big. It's not bad for level 1. Well, there we go, we leveled up again. Sorry there's no sound at the moment, or not much. The lovely sound bug is in effect. Put another 2 here. That extra health should help her out a bit. So we've got 1 extra point. I think I'll start taking a look at the rest of those skills afterwards. So we're pretty close to having everything we need to. Got the full Bat Fang, the Demon's Blood, and we're just 2 of these away. They're really not dropping much, which is pretty strange. They're usually fairly common. Then we'll have everything except the wineskin, which we'll pick up later. I can't believe this hasn't crashed yet. Almost every single time I've tried to reload the game, it's crashed. It might be area dependent, like where you are. I think unfortunately these venom sacs, they don't drop from these green guys, or at least if they do drop, it's very rare. Because I don't think I picked one up the whole time. I think it's the typical spiders like these ones here. At least the experience has been okay. Leveled up fairly well. I'm usually around level 16 around the Gorgons, give or take. They've also changed how the webbing works. You know how you get trapped and you can't move? Well, in this mod, when it hits you, you take, it looks like maybe poison or vitality damage or something. 50 points of damage, it'll sit there and tick over and over and over again. It can take quite a bit. At this point, I'm just kind of skipping these green ones for the most part. Just trying to find the proper spiders like these. Just not having much luck. Yeah, so you could have seen it then, the damage I was taking when I couldn't move. Guess we're still a few resets away. Oh well. Ah, there we go. Fucking finally. That took way longer than it should have. On the plus side, we found one of these, so we're a third of the way there already. Pretty neat. I will go grab the... I picked up the fountain down here, just so it's faster to get to the spiders. I'll go grab the one at the end of the cave and then we'll get underway. She's really quite strong. She does a lot more damage than the construct does, that's for sure. She feels a little squishier. I should die a little bit faster. And I guess we've picked up a fair bit of experience too, just grinding in here. Never hurts when you're playing hardcore to just stop and just, farm a little. Sweet, got a full one of those too. Good to have. Found this. It's pretty good. I don't think it beats out what I have, but I think I'll keep it. Oh, he's got more. Starheart, Shroud, Strength of the Bull. Oh, that's pretty good too. That's really good. If I was focusing strength, I think this would be the way to go. Leaf Song, that's okay. Wouldn't be bad with the amount of energy I'm spending. I'm frequently running out between these three skills. Plus these two buffs reserve a little bit as well. Oh yeah, we've completed that quest. Might as well grab the experience while we're here. She jumped over her husband. So, is it just this simple? Yep. Well, that's really cool. Okay, so we got this one, two more of these, and we'll have to pull this out at some point, which is unfortunate because it's a nice ring, but I've seen them in shops a few times, so it's not a big loss. We can replace it. Now, before I continue, I think I'll bring the sound back. And just wait a second. There we go. I think I'll push through to the Gorgons and then cut the episode there. It sounds like a good place to stop. We're already at an hour, 20 minutes. I'll trim it down. I think I'll have to fast forward a bunch of it. Or that farming inside the cave.
Them!
She's good. She's not as fast as the automaton, which is a bit of a downside, but she's still fast enough, which is good. She's never lagging behind too much. It's about as fast as the player, almost, at the moment. Not too far off the next level up either. Let's check the shop. I enjoy shopping in Mods, so you can find a lot of cool stuff really quickly. It allows you to flick through. special number 2. Yeah. I think I've seen this one. Yeah, that doesn't look too special to me. There's a replacement for the ring we're going to lose. I'm mostly keeping it for the experience, but honestly, I could quite easily just throw one of these two on instead. The health or the Vitros. I think I'll just do that. Save us spending 300 grand to replace it. Did I put you inside? Did I pull you off? Ah, you're in here, aren't you? That's right. I'll pull you out. The clue speed's pretty good. I know we're a bit over leveled, but still, feels good to play. I'm kind of wondering right now if Stonebinders even exist. I'm sure they would. But maybe the mod maker has changed them. Who knows? They do need a bit of a nerf in my opinion. Pride of the 300. Now that's new. I assume the Bloodthirsty is the life leech, so this thing rolls with physical damage, piercing damage, and attack speed. That's pretty nice. I'm kind of hoping to get this level up before the Groggins. Really close. You can never be too careful with the mud. I doubt that'd be any different, but you never know. There we go. pretty cool. Duration. Extends all your effects a little bit. So, 1, 2. So let's take a look at these other skills we've come in range of in the time being. Angelic Altar summons a shrine which casts a large protective aura. Percentage damage. Wow, so it's a resistance. I guess it's probably like the Warfare's battle standard, maybe? Give it a go. What we got here? A Veil of Light. Just flat damage absorption. Oh, and it can buff you too. Interesting. We did that one already. What about this? 1 energy cost per second. It gives you flat and percentage energy. I will take one of those. And you can have another point. So let's check these 2 buffs out. Oh, this one buff, this one here. So it's an energy buff. Wow, that's ostentatious. It's very visual. Jeez. The energy's nice. This build is a little energy heavy. So what about this other skill? How does this work? What's the cooldown? 80 seconds. 80.1 seconds. I guess we'll try it in this fight. See how it functions.
Get them!
Oh, what is that thing? Well, that fight wasn't too bad. So this thing, I quite like it. It is very similar to the battle standard. So it's just a resistance buff. And the altar, so it can attack enemies. That's cool. I do like that. Vitality resistance is pretty nice. Ah, look at that. There's our second one. Just need one more. That shouldn't be too hard to find. I will have to take a look at how... Oh no, there we go, we can see it. So it goes up by 3% per level. Cap of 10. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Probably 40 to 50% resistance in total. Not bad. And this one here. Wow, that's a lot of percentage energy. 10% per level. I doubt I'll put more than 1 point here. Plus the skills should buff it up plenty. That's pretty good. Demons and undead. And so you're only 15 from undead, and this one's 12 from both. I think I'll take you over this. Although, the bleeding resistance is pretty good. Nah, screw it. Never need bleeding anyway. Well, not most of the time. Alright, I think I'll cut this one here. I don't know how long it'll be here, because I might cut out a fair bit just farming. I think it should be enough. I'll probably finish up this act next episode. I might do a little bit of farming too. And pick up the Stonebinder's cuffs, or at least try to see if they still exist. Alrighty, thanks for watching. I will catch you later.